Bobo C Tiberius here with some mono white Martyr. This is not a keepable hand. Another one lander that we have to ship away and go down to 6. This is better. This is better. There is an outside chance that we can get away with sending back a land because of the Weathered Wayfarer, but we're not going to take that risk. We're instead going to send the Wayfarer back since we have the 3 lands we need to be operational. Start with a Mistveil Plains tapped, and then move on from there. That Martyr is not as strong as we would like, but, you know, here we are. And it's an Eldrazi Temple, so we've got Eldrazi or Eldrazi Tron. That Ghostly Prison will end up being very strong for us. I'm going to not Temple away their... Ghost Quarter away their Temple, I mean. Save that for later if it becomes necessary. Let's see if they go Temple in. So it is Eldrazi Tron. 3 mana for a Matter of Shaper. Chalice on 1. Okay. Yeah, no, that's real. That is real and real unfortunate. So we're going to go up to 29 and then play the Ghostly Prison next turn. Is kind of our best course of action here. I want to at least get life off of the Martyr. Gonna play the Field of Ruin instead so we can knock them off of Tron. We've kind of just accepted keeping the Temple around, but we'll see. We might take the Temple if they play a non-Tron land here, but they do play a tower, so Thought Not Seer will take a Serra Ascendant, which we don't particularly care about, so that's okay with us. We really don't mind that. Opponent still has a lot of cards we have to chew through here, and we're down pretty significantly. Cavern is quite the draw, actually. Because that allows us to play around Chalice. So what we'll do here is we'll take the tower and then play a Serra Ascendant, and then when we block with the Serra Ascendant, it will become a 6/6. So very happy about that draw, if I'm being honest. Cavern of Souls has pulled its weight in my testing. Really, so far, a pretty solid fan of Cavern of Souls in the deck. We going to Dismember here? We will Dismember here. Yeah, that's about how to treat that. They hit another power plant. And a Karn. Little frustrating there. But they won't be able to attack with that Thought Not Seer now. Down to 3 cards in hand. We'll see what they get here from the Karn. They'll just uptick Karn and pass the turn. They do try to attack here and then see the Ghostly Prison. Ballista is... We do have to kill the Karn before we can do anything with that Ballista, unfortunately. Let's take the Eldrazi Temple while we have a chance. I don't like living at 4 mana, but it does allow me to cast Ranger, so I'm not too sad about it. We will need to start drawing gas here pretty soon, or else we'll just die to the slow grind of a Thought Not Seer. Like 4 damage is pretty intimidating a turn. Karn is going to go get an artifact. It is a Ballista. So they'll put a Ballista on 2 onto the battlefield. And then be unable to attack again. I'm going to put a counter on Blast Zone here. It's unlikely that we get Blast Zone up to 4, but better to have it at 2 than at 4. Do I keep Winds of Abandon around to try to Wrath? I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to cast it and get a card off of Thought Knot. Yeah, it leaves the battlefield, not dies, so we're good on that. And we do get a path, which we can't cast, so big sad there. Will they pump Ballista, or will they attack with Ballista? They'll play another Thought Knot Seer, which is probably going to take my Ballista. Yep. And then no attacks. Ghostly Prison, definitely worth pulling its weight here. What do I want to see here? Crucible could be pretty good. Yeah, I mean, Martyr's fine. I'm not too jazzed about it, but I don't think I cast that. I don't really see the point at this point. Save it for later. Save it for after we top deck a couple Rangers, hopefully. Our opponent is getting up pretty high in their card count, so we do have that playing against us. Just not drawing very well, unfortunately. We are 2 turns away from having a Blast Zone that can 2-for-1 them. So there's that. Another down tick for Karn. Grabbing a Liquid Metal Coating this time around. I think we've got to blow that up right away. That just kind of whittles us down in a way we're not ready to deal with. I'd rather lose 1 land than lose all my lands to that Liquid Metal Coating. I was thinking, oh, now we'll draw the Ranger, but our deck was merciful to us there. Let's tap. Let's actually tap. Yeah, let's tap this way. Doesn't really matter, but officially gotten them off of basics now, so if we hit, say, a Crucible of Worlds, we can kind of put the brakes on anything they try to do here. They can't. They're at a point now where they can't cast things and also attack us, so we've also stopped them from being able to do anything with Ballista. That being said, Thought Knot Seer is still a pretty aggressive clock. We can lean on the Martyr, and the further the game goes, the better Martyr gets, but Emeria's a draw. I'm not too keen on it, but it is fine. It gets us to where we can now cast Cleansing Nova. Though I'm not so sure I want to do that. Uptick on Karn. Mind Stone. And they can attack if they tap the Mind Stone, which they do. Down to 17 now. Yeah, I kind of want the card draw more than I want the Wrath. The Ballista's not really scaring me too much at this point. And we get the land that we could have used there. Waka Waka. We're only a couple planes away from Emeria being online. Matter Reshaper. Attack with Ballista. They do attack with Ballista. Another Martyr. I guess I could just send it out there. Yeah, let's send a Martyr out there. See if they give us one of the counters on Walking Ballista for it. And I'll put back the winds. Put back one of the Winds of Abandon with Mistveil Plains as well. So that way we have the Wrath later in the game if the need arises and the opportunity arises. Do 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 do. And they do give us a counter from the Walking Ballista. Winds of Abandon has been really useful here. Really happy about that card. And we'll activate Martyr to gain 6, which undoes any attack they do this turn. And they get their own Cavern here. So now they're up to 5 lands, which could allow them to cast Reality Smasher. Another Matter Reshaper. Matter Reshaper is really good when, like, it dying and hitting a land actually ends up being very good for them in this moment. Because it seems like what the problem is that they're stuck on lands. Would love to hit Crucible right about now. To just really aggressively attack their mana base. And get Emeria online. Tormod's Crypt is a bummer. See if they sack it right away. Finally get a Ranger Cap. We'll use that to get a Martyr, I suppose. Are we dismembering right away? Yeah. No, that's real. the last Martyr in the deck. Actually, let's take this opportunity to get a Serra Ascendant. Just because when they Tormod's Crypt, they will take a Serra Ascendant from us. And we'll pass from there. Something big coming. There's the Smasher, which can't attack this turn, but can attack next turn. Flagstones of Trokair doesn't do us too much. Yeah. So we do start dying here pretty quickly. Let's cast a Serra. It being in hand or blocking a Matter Reshaper, it's kind of 6 in one, half dozen in the other. So if it blocks a Matter Reshaper, it's actually being more valuable than it is in the hand to a Martyr. It's also allowing us to Mistveil Plains some stuff, which, can we get them to pop their Tormod's Crypt early? Which is one of our goals. Another Mind Stone for our opponent. So they've got kind of all the mana they need to do stuff. We'll Mistveil Plains back the other field of Winds of Abandon. And then block the Matter Reshaper. So we'll go down to 14 here. Another Flagstones, so there's that. Yeah, that is a thing. So now we are 2 lands away from Emeria being active. Let's get the other Mistveil. I think casting the Martyr here makes the most sense. It allows us to block a Matter Reshaper and keep our life total at a decent level. At this point, it's a little unfortunate we haven't drawn better, but we are where we are. Something big coming. All is dust. And that really, really, really does us in. That's Mistveil Plains something back. How about the Blast Zone? Just because we only have one of those, so we don't want to lose it to a Tormod's Crypt. Our only hope now is a Wrath. They can now attack for 12, 13, 14, 15. They've almost got lethal. And it makes it a creature forever, which is hilarious. And that's the end of that chapter. So couldn't really draw our way out of that. We liked how we stalled, though. The stall game was very strong. Sorcerous Spyglass comes in for the Karn. There's an outside argument for Aven Mindcensor. I definitely like Elspeth here. I love Disenchant as well. Let's do Stony. And then we've got some decisions to make from there. So I think we do unfortunately have to cut the Heliod combo, just because it's unlikely we'll be able to use our artifacts. I'm okay with Weathered Wayfarer here. I actually don't care about that Aven Mindcensor. I think I misclicked. And then that leaves us with 2 slots we need to find. Oh, because I wanted to click the Stony. So 3 slots. Let's cut a Proc. Let's cut a big Ranger. And let's cut... You know what? Let's cut the Weathered Wayfarer. I don't think Weathered Wayfarer is as good on the play as it is on the draw. Keepable hand here. We got to get a Martyr down quick. And we're on the play to do so, so we do have that going for us. I think I'm actually going to get a Serra down pretty quickly. Just because if they stumble here, we get Serra online pretty quickly. Even if they don't stumble, if we draw a white card here, Serra's online, and they need to dismember it. They did mold a 6, it looks like. Mine into nothing. We do draw the white card. Almost clicked the wrong flagstones there, which would have been a little embarrassing. The only thing I don't like about this is we don't get the Ghostly Prison down on curve. But it allows us to leave up. It allows us to have Disenchant turn 3, which might be more important. See if they dismember here. They don't, so we have a 6/6. They might assemble Tron pretty quickly here. I'm going to disenchant that map just to, if I can keep them off Tron, I want to. Oh, even better. Even better. That's more of a 2-for-1, because now they can't use Mind Stone. A stellar top deck there. They did just have it, though, and that's the big sad. For a Thought Knot, not really the best possible payoff card for them. Do they take the Prison, or do they take the Disenchant? They do take the Prison. I think it's smart to not take the Elspeth there, because who knows if I'll ever get to actually cast it. Though we're at 4. We are at 4. Putting a lot of pressure on their life total here. They do get a Temple for another Thought Knot. Now they take the Elspeth, I imagine? Yeah, that seems appropriate. I'll go down to 38 and put them to 1. And we still get a Ghostly Prison, which is very nice. Let's cast that right away. We're really making their life difficult. They need an All Is Dust here right now. They need an All Is Dust is kind of their only out. They play a mine. Tap for 6. For an Ugin. I guess Ugin is an answer. Ugin takes care of business there, yeah. So now we have to draw an answer here. They cannot attack with both. Oh, yes, they can, because Tron. That's how Tron works. Cavern does nothing for us. Are we just going to rot here from our hand being empty? At this point, they turn off Serra. They attack here, and then I can't cast a Serra. Or I can cast a Serra anymore. It's just a 1/1. So I need Chalice on 1. Stops our path if we top deck it. Yeah, a Wrath would be good here. That would allow us to draw some cards off that Thought-Knot Seer. Yeah, okay. Spatial Contortion is a... That's a card, seeing as we have a lot of X1, X2, X3. I'm just going to name the Ugin. And hope they don't top deck a better Tron card. They will Spatial Contortion to draw that card. That sounds like a desperation move. Let's see if they landed something good. They've got a Karn. Now, Karn is super obnoxious. It's especially not obnoxious that we used up the Sorcerous Spyglass and then they find their Karn. But, you know, that's what Tron stuff does. Wormcoil. We can disenchant a Wormcoil. I don't know if we would disenchant a Wormcoil, but we can. Lifelink is pretty obnoxious, if I'm being honest. I kind of just want to draw... yeah, land, and then if my next two draws in either order are land and Winds of Abandon, we're in good shape. Otherwise, it's pretty over. Play that Martyr. That way they have to leave something back. That also allows us to stop the lifelink a second time. So I'm pretty happy about that. I hope their game plan is to Karn with something. I guess this gives them a blocker. We're now in much better shape if we draw that Wrath. The Wrath now would actually be excellent. Just straight up Wrath of God, crack Martyr, gain 3, Wrath. That would be an amazing play. They would still be able to create some creatures with Karn, but we could run through those creatures pretty quickly with a Ranger. What do we got? Sky Sovereign Council Flagship. Alright. So that'll kill our Martyr. And we get a path. So, yeah, we're pretty much donezo. Big sad. Tron being Tron. A little disappointing how we drew that one out, but it is what it is, and we'll see you in the next one.